welcome to another episode of MSc Diaries with your host, Janelle. Sorry that I sound like this. I'm recovering from a chest infection. It was horrendous. It was so bad. So I haven't uploaded it, but the last video I was at my brother's, yeah, I don't think I've uploaded it. I was at my brother's, so this is coming up to 3.5 weeks ago now. At this point, so yeah, I was at my brother's in the Netherlands, prepping for the Runsuk Gin tour. I feel like I sound really spaced out. I'm basically trying not to trigger a coughing fit, so that's why I'm talking like this. Brunswick Gin Tour, I loved it. It was so much fun. I had the best time. Two of our friends came from Singapore. I got to see the Amsterdam girlies. I got to see one of the girls lives in Germany. I got to see her. And then, like, the cherry on top of the cake was this army that I met in the queue for D-Day in Bangkok in 2023. It feels like a lifetime ago now. I knew that she was going to be there. I didn't get to see her at Hobie Palooza. It's Hobie Palooza. She's based in Germany. I didn't get to see her at Hobie Palooza, but to be fair, Hobie Palooza that weekend was very, very hectic. We squeezed a lot in that tiny space of time. And she was on the big screen. Like, I was so happy. Like, if you saw me, I was like, oh my God, that's my friend. And then, like, I hoped that I got to see her after the concert, and I did. So it was really, really nice to see her. And to think, like, I saw her at my first ever BTS concert, or my first ever BTS solo concert, to then see her X amount of years later at a Jin concert is just amazing. Like, I've seen 3 out of 7 members. I've seen 3 of the Hyungline live. That's amazing. Like, if I see Namjoon live, yeah, then I've collected all the Infinity Stones of the Hyungline. Brunswick Gin Amsterdam. It was such a cool experience. It was such a different concert. I learned that I really do need to wear my glasses because I can't see. Like, there was like a karaoke game. It wasn't called a karaoke game, but basically we had to sing a song in Korean, and Jin had to guess the song that we were singing. And, like, where I was standing, I was there like this, trying to read the screen. It was just blurry. I could not make out the words. I was like, damn, I should have worn my glasses. I made t-shirts for my friends. They said Super Chamchi. There's Super Chamchi on the back with the number 4 because Jin was born on the 4th. And it had a Maple Story mushroom on the front. And I wore my dobok. I keep wanting to say a dokbok, but it's not. It's a dobok. A taekwondo uniform. I wore that on day 1. I wanted to wear it on day 2, but because we were all wearing the t-shirts. Yeah, and day 2, day 1 was recorded. So yeah, I had a great time until I didn't, because I came back with a viral chest infection from hell. And it has taken, I got back 2 weeks ago today. So it has taken, like, I'm still not fully recovered, but it has taken 2 weeks. Like, to be fair, on the Tuesday, I didn't have a voice. Like, on the Monday, the Tuesday, I didn't have a voice, but I felt fine. Wednesday, your girl was fighting for her life. But yeah, this is MSc Diaries. So I tell you MSc things. I want to say that this MSc has been the bane of my existence, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It has been a pain. It has been horrendous. It has been painful. I am mentally, physically, emotionally drained. I'm exhausted. Like, I'm actually exhausted. I spoke to my supervisor because I was just like, how the dissertation was split up was terrible. Like, it should never have been split up in this way. Where we had to do 2 group projects. Like research project management, then a group project, then an individual project. They should never have done it that way. They should have given us the option to just do an individual project and deal with the 60 credits ourselves. 70 credits in total, I think, because research project management is 10 credits. All of this to say that the group project completely drained me, and then I didn't want to do anything. So I was trying to give myself a break, and then it was kind of like, oh, I'm giving myself a break, but also I was just like, okay, by the time I go to see Jin's concert, I should be halfway through. Ooh, that was like a hiccup burp situation. I should be halfway through my dissertation. Friends, she's not halfway through her dissertation. I have about 300 words of, I think the minimum is 5,000. The max is like 600 something. I have 330 words. And I say this like the first 1,000 words, I always find the hardest. I have 300 and something words. I have not coded anything that I'm supposed to code. I'm still cleaning my data. I found a data set that was useful. I'm still cleaning my data set. I started cleaning that last night because I've been sick. I'm debating whether or not to do extenuating circumstances and get a 2-week extension. However, I wouldn't get a full 2-week extension. I basically have until the 19th to complete and submit, because I am loaning a laptop from the university and I have to give it back on the 19th. So I actually have until the 19th of September. Yeah, I think if I did extenuating circumstances, that would take me to... So the deadline has been moved from the 3rd to the 8th. And we've got 2-day grace period. So the 10th. If I did extenuating circumstances, I can't see my calendar because my door's open. That would take us 15th, 22nd of September. And I said that I want to submit and enjoy the last 2 weeks of summer. And if I do extenuating circumstances, I won't get to enjoy the last 2 weeks of summer because I will still be doing my coursework. So I'm basically... I'm going to see where I am next week, Monday. And depending on where I am next week, Monday, I will do extenuating circumstances. I actually need to speak to my supervisor about that. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Because being ill these 2 weeks has really taken it out of me. In the sense that, like, I just haven't had any energy because all my energy has been spent coughing phlegm up out of the pits of my lungs. And I remember, like, the worst day of it was like a Friday or a Saturday. Like that first Friday or Saturday where, like, I was so overstimulated and, like, the fabric touching my skin pushed me over the edge. So it's been really tough. And I'm upset because being sick has meant that I've lost 2 weeks because I just could not do anything. Like, I've lost 2 kg. I've lost 2 kg from coughing. Like, I did not think that was possible, but it was possible. I've lost 2 kg from coughing up my lungs. So I'm trying to give myself grace, and in my sickness, instead of doing coursework, I was watching Pachinko, season 1 and season 2. I watched like episode 1 last year, but it was part of, you know, the Apple TV do that Apple TV Day or whatever it's called. What did I watch? I watched the TV show with Rashida Jones, Her and That Robot. I watched that, season 1 of that. I feel like I watched something else that I can't remember. And then I started watching Pachinko, and I was so uncomfortable. Like, the character of Hansu, played by Lee Min Ho, I was so deeply uncomfortable by that character, and I knew that man was just gonna bring nothing but problems, and I was right. And it's upsetting. It's upsetting when you see an actor. For me, anyway, it's upsetting when I see an actor play a certain role. Mentally, I can't separate them from that character. So, like, for example, Lee Min Ho playing Hansu, the same with Idris Elba in Beasts of No Nations. I cannot look at him the same. There's another actor that played a character that I was just like, you know? So I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't actually have a lot to say because I haven't done a lot. But basically, there may be 4 more episodes of MSc Diaries. There may be 2 more episodes of MSc Diaries. I don't know. I don't know where I stand. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. So possibly there's 2 more episodes coming. Possibly there's 4 more episodes coming. Possibly, I don't know. This could be it. I don't know, Chief. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do once this is done. And yeah, I don't know. There's like so many there's so many possibilities and none at the same time. Sorry, I put on rituals, tulip and Japanese yuzu hand balm. It irritates. It irritates my lungs. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing once this MSc is over. Beyond finishing my contract at work, which is stressing me out, I was like, oh, I'm sick. So I'm going to be really productive while I'm sick. And I'm going to work on my dissertation. My body said, you are sick. I'm going to show you what sick actually is. And it did not disappoint. It did show me what being sick actually was. It was very humbling, I have to say. Not as bad as bronchitis, but it's up there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. My lovely friend had to use her sewing machine when I got to Amsterdam because I had to mend the trousers for my dobok because they didn't fit properly, and I had to make them larger. And I use her sewing machine, and I am in love. I need to purchase her sewing machine. There's like tech wise, there's 2 tech things that I want to get. I want to get a Digi Osmo Pocket 3 so I can differentiate from using my phone for recording videos, and it'll be better video quality. And I want to get her brother sewing machine, so I'm gonna sell my Singer Tradition. I think for me, her sewing machine is a lot better than the one that I've got, so I'm gonna sell it. What else? What is that? Sorry, my tea. Yeah, the 2 things that I want, and then I've got 2 trips. I got 2 trips coming up. One is definitely next year, next February. And then we're gonna go away for Christmas, family holiday. And then graduation. I don't know when that will be. So there's that. So yeah, a lot going on. I'm like, a lot going on, got a lot to pay for. I'm also like, do I spend money on the sewing machine now when I'm planning on moving? But then I'm also like, I'm not worrying about the move because something else is going to handle the move for me. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this has been almost 20 minutes of me rambling on. I'm gonna go back to my data cleaning and finding the 2 missing lines of data. There's a yawn. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't yawned all video. There it is. This has been fun. I'm debating whether or not to make, well, I can't make dinner yet because the chicken hasn't fully defrosted. I might make, I'm like, I might have a pizza, but then I'm gonna be hungry later because I woke up at like 11. That's not true. I woke up at 5. I went to bed at like 4. I woke up at 5. I woke up at 6. I woke up at 9. I woke up at 11. I might just put the chicken back in the fridge. It's only been out for like 20 minutes. I might put that back in the fridge and then cook chicken tomorrow. And then have pizza for dinner. I'm like, for dinner, God, this is lunch. Have pizza for lunch, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do later tonight when I get hungry, because my sleeping pattern's all over the place. Why is my sleeping pattern all over the place? Because I was sick. Anyway, this is enough of me rambling. I'm gonna go. I'm feeling very antsy about wanting to like exercise or finding new ways to exercise, but I haven't decided what I want to do, and what I can do is quite limited because of my knee. Do I want to go swimming? Yes. Am I going to go swimming? No. I don't do public swimming pools. Yeah. Before I was pardon me. Before I was struck down with the chest infection, I used my tennis practice thingamajig, which was really, really good. I really enjoyed that. So I might do more of that. Ice skating might have to go on the back burner because knee. So then what else was there? Bouldering. I'm thinking bouldering, Pilates, gym, tennis. Or the tennis practice thing. It's not too harsh on my knees. Bouldering will work my mobility. Pilates, strengthening. And what else? Gym, my knee. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I keep saying that, but I'm actually gonna go this time. Thank you for watching. This has been fun. See you in the next one, maybe. Bye.